But that, like, I guess where they make them in, wherever this panda bear, they probably make them in like China or something. They think that's like manly in America. They're like, John Wayne wore one in that movie, so but they're like, yeah, it looks good on John Wayne in that movie because he's a live person. But if you just tie it onto a doll's, with
who's wearing
yellow hair and
short campground shorts,
painted blue eyes, it doesn't look good. Look good. So anyway, the reason I bring up the Barbie dolls is because the Barbie, they are now releasing on Monday. The makers of the iconic doll announced the latest choice for their Career of the Year line. So now Barbies, they can't just be Barbies anymore, because Barbies were, no girl wants to aspire to just be some fucking girl driving around Malibu with Ken
and a nice car
and a car and just having a good time. That's what Barbie was doing for 30 years. She's just fucking driving around in little pumps and little tiny feet and big tits. Remember, it was always like her proportions are not right because if she got little feet and big tits. If a girl was really like that, she'd fall over. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. But I'm like, it's a doll. But so now that every Barbie has to be I don't know if you've ever gone past, in Target, they have them all. They have to have a job. So the new, all rise, everybody, for the Honorable Judge Barbie has entered the courtroom. That's what it's going. The Career of the Year Barbie isn't Judge Barbie.
This is
Barbie.
Legally Blonde?
No. Was she a judge?
No.
I thought she was like the president.
No, she went from Barbie to attorney.
Yeah. Right. Well, anyway, it'll be retailing for $12.99 online. The Barbie judge comes outfitted in a black robe and comes with a gavel and a block to help her call the room to order and make important decisions. Okay, well, there you have it, everybody. With over 200... Barbie has had over 200 careers since 1959. This year, she takes a stand as a judge. The Barbie judge encourages girls to learn more about making decisions to change the world for the better. All right, well, hey, you know what? That's nothing wrong with that. Barbie, if that's going to help these girls get out there and make the world a better place, more power to them. I doubt it. I'm going to say, like, if I was Judge Barbie, I would have stopped the masks on the people at IKEA. I would have hear ye. Let's not put masks on the IKEA people, because now it's going to put in the minds of everybody that spittle was coming out of their mouths. We didn't think about it before, but now it's all we're thinking about. So let's not put those masks on them, because now it's just creeping everyone out, and they look weird just seeing two little eyes sticking out of the IKEA guy's face when he asks you if you want meatballs. Yeah, another guy. No.
Overturned.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you overturned. Was that? Wait, overturned means you
I changed it back.
Oh, so they're going to go with the masks?
No.
Maybe
we have the masks.
What? I think I need the Judge Barbie doll to teach me about law. So overturned means it's good or it's bad?
That means that it used to be bad, and then it was overturned, and now it's good.
Okay. Can I bring another case up?
Yeah, go.
Okay. As Judge Barbie, I'd like to bring up the case of Chung Chung going from one zoo to the other, feeding him birth. I don't think Chung Chung should be shipped around from one zoo to the other. Let poor Chung Chung sit at one zoo. Thank you.
What was his girl's name?
Ming Lao.
This is the case of Ming Lao versus the whatever.
Yeah. Versus the Thai zoo.
The Thai zoo.
Anyway. So there you have
200 careers in 50 years.
It says they've had 200 careers in over 50 years. Barbie is inspire girls to imagine. In conjunction with the news, Mattel and Barbie announced that the brand is partnership with GoFundMe to further the efforts of its Dream Barbie Gap project, which aims to close the dream gap, or the phenomenon whereby young girls begin doubting their own intelligence. Oh, that's not right. Currently, only out of 3 out of 9 are women in the U.S. Supreme Court. Well, that's actually kind of good. I mean, I know the 3 women. We all know the 3 women. Research
3
shows...
of, what, 11?
9. Research shows that starting at age 5, many girls develop self-limiting beliefs and begin to think that they're not as smart and capable as boys. The brand... Well, I completely disagree with that. Every girl I've ever worked with,
9-year-old I know,
every woman I've ever worked with, every girl I ever see in a playground, it seems 100 times smarter than every boy I know. So girls, I mean, whatever bullshit, whatever fucking is making you believe that. Oh, talk to any guy for more than 5 minutes, dumb fucks. You get out there and you could be a judge. You want to be Judge Judy? You think I'm stupid? That's my Judge Judy impression. I love Judge Judy. I love the fact that people cower when she comes into the courtroom as if she's handing down, death sentences.
As if she's the size of Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, 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 here comes Judge Judy to rule on this case. And then they're cowering. And she goes, you know what? You're going to paint this man's garage. We're like, that's it? I thought I had to go to jail for 10 years. No, just paint this fellow's garage. And then we're all
what does she preside over? Like,
well, I mean, she was a judge at one time in her life. I think in order to be a TV judge, you have to be retired. I could be wrong on this, but I think they're all retired judges, and they've become TV judges. So I don't think Judge Judy Shineland is currently serving on the courts, but she's the richest woman in the world.
So can it be enforced?
Highest paid woman on television.
Can it be enforced? Like, what happens if she's like, you're going to paint this man's garage? Who arrests you if you don't? Do you know?
That's a good question. I thought about that recently because I have no idea because nobody. You just take it to another court. I guess. Just keep going till whoever
going to the court of appeals,
small claims court. So who's going to enforce it? Like this guy owes me $180. Okay, give that guy $180. I don't have it. All right, well go to the court down the street and maybe that.
But in that case, like somebody can come and arrest you because a court determined. What happens when Judge Judy's court determined? I mean. Does her?
I don't know if it's just TV court. Yeah.
What's that guy who works for her? What's his name?
Judge Joe Wapner. No, it was the Rusty, the bailiff. No,
the bailiff.
Rusty was on.
He comes over and knocks on your door. He's like, you didn't paint that dude's garage.
Doug Llewellyn comes. The guy who used to stand outside People's Court and interview people. He's still around. He comes somehow. I don't know how he got involved, but he's there. So I've seen a lot of Barbie careers. But they're not career, like, I think they're, like, Judge, that's a good one. Like, send the girls down that path. But then I see other ones like news anchor and ice skater. I'm like, all right, what are we doing? That's not what.
Like, she's a lifeguard now?
Right. Like, don't send people like
200 jobs in 50 years. That's not a good resume.
Yeah.
It's a little too busy.
In other fun female news, not only is Barbie now a judge, there's other fun The first all-female spacewalk is back on, NASA says. The mission was canceled in March after the agency said it did not have, this is kind of strange, have 2 properly fitted spacesuits readily available. They didn't have, like, women-sized spacesuits, so they had to go and make 2 spacesuits. But now they're ready, and they're sending astronauts Jessica Meir and Christina Koch are scheduled to take their first ever all-female spacewalk on October 21st. They're going up to the space station, and they're going to change some batteries at the space station. And so that's Miss McLean. You might remember one of the women who are going up, Miss McLean, who domestic dispute sparked what is believed to be the first ever criminal case in space, returned to Earth in June after orbiting the planet more than 3,000 times in 204 days. You remember that story? We talked about it. Mrs. Koch was set out. She was married to this other woman, and the other woman was accusing her of spying on her from space. She was saying that she was going into her bank accounts and stuff like that. But anyway, she's back on. She's back. She landed. She cleared up all her legal problems here on Earth, and now her and Mrs. Meir, Miss Koch, Miss Meir, are heading into the first ever NASA all-women's spacewalk, which is exciting. What I'm concerned about is if there's one of those outlet malls on the way up, because these gals, they're going to turn that spaceship right around. They see a Chico's, like, honey, pull it over. They get 50% off chunky sweaters. What do we do? And who's going to drive? Really, these gals. I mean, what are they going to probably? That spaceship's going to be equipped with the entire, 8 seasons of. Sex and the City, right? Both of those movies are going to be on there. Calm down, everybody. We're just having a lot of fun. So the 2 women that go up there, that's exciting. It's a good time to be a gal, We got a Barbie judge. You got 2 women going up to change batteries in the space station. You got Elizabeth Warren first. You got it all. I mean, what's the problem? They finally made 2 little spacesuits for we could use those spacesuits after. And
one of the girls, she's actually about to set the record for the longest single space flight by a woman. She's about to surpass Peggy Whitson.
Peggy Whitson. She was a baller. Was she the one that? She always went very far in the space world.
Who's the one who wore a diaper and tried to kill her husband?
Yeah, she drove. Well, she was.
That's my favorite.
That was an amazing story.
That's my favorite female
astronaut. It's like the
astronaut.
one story people know about astronauts, outside of like Tang and and Neil Armstrong. The other story is like, remember the woman who drove across country
in a diaper
to shoot her husband, but she had a diaper on, which we all learned like for the first time that astronauts wear diapers, which I guess is probably
pretty common.
Yeah, you kind of have to because you're in space. Like you can't just go, shit just flies everywhere. Literally, I'm not kidding. I think. I don't know. I don't know much about NASA and space, but anyway, these ladies are heading up there, and more power to them in October, and I think it's going to be great, and I wish them all the best. Maybe, and you know what? The next year, Barbie can be a space suit, and this year, we're going to talk about that right now because it's Halloween season. What a great opportunity! Because this first spacewalk is in October. In a couple of weeks, what a great opportunity for you girls to now be sexy astronauts. So go ahead and take what would normally be an astronaut suit and cut the shorts really short and put it, and half top and fucking get out there and have some fun.
That astronaut's got a killer bod.
Yeah, well, it's going around zero gravity will do that to you. So now
I hope she's wearing a diaper.
Well, she might be. So you could see it through because the shorts are very short. Speaking of Halloween, we're in it. Every store, the party's already beginning. It's like, what is it, October 8th or 9th or something? We're already beginning. Like, people are doing the parties. People are coming up with their costumes. So I want to let the most popular Halloween candies, top 5 most popular Halloween candies. Alex, would you like to give a guess? What would be the number 1 Halloween candy?
Reese's. But wait, are we talking most popular as in like handed out, or are we talking kids' favorite?
I believe handed out.
Handed out, Smarties.
Yeah. Wow. You should have went with your first answer.
Oh, Reese's?
You should have stayed with your first answer. Your first answer is Reese's.
I always thought those were like those were the ones everyone wanted, but not every house was giving out those primo chocolates.
Yeah, but you probably walked the streets of Vegas and they were giving out a lot of Smarties. Yeah. But things are different, I guess, now. Yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sales. Oh, my God. I'm in the wrong business. I should have gotten the candy business. They have made, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups have made $509 million in the last, that can't be in a year, can it? 500
just on Reese's?
On Reese's alone. Then number two, if you're going trick-or-treating with your kids or you're going trick-or-treating on your own, perhaps, what would be, like, if someone threw a Reese's cup, like the small one or the big one, into your thing, you'd be like, oh, that's good. I'll take that. Then number two, Alex?
Kit Kat.
You're in the top 5. Kit Kat is number 5. You're in the top 5. You want to take another guess? You got. I mean, these are all the top. These are the ones you would guess.
These are the ones you'd want.
Yeah. Right.
I always like milk.
Take your time, Alex. Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. On a podcast, you like to have as much talking as possible.
Air,
but so let's keep as much dead air as you can.
I'm going to say Almond Joy.
Wow, Alex, you are not good at this game at all. Almond
What's
Joy.
number 2?
Number 2 is M&M's. M&M's number 2. M&M's.
Regular M&M's or peanut?
It doesn't differentiate here according to this, but it looks like regular.
Okay.
But I'm with you on peanut. I prefer peanut myself.
Gotta go peanut.
But that's just me. I buy the peanut when you go to the airport. They have a box. Sometimes I get this. That's a treat for myself when I get on the plane. I'm like, oh, these are going to be good halfway through this flight. And they have a box that says on the box says shareable. So that means it's
no,
and
it's
you're
not.
like, fuck you.
With who, the person next to me?
And whoever wrote shareable on this box is fucking full of shit. Shareable. This is for me. Anyway, and then I get the regular box, where it's just for one person. There's like 6 of them.
Not even enough.
Not even enough.
Nope.
And now red is back. Remember when red was, when I was a kid, apparently the red M&M caused cancer. It had some sort of dye in it that was causing cancer, so they said. And then there was no way for them to make red in M&Ms anymore. So they were like, well, we can't find another way to make red without this cancerous dye. And now, but somehow they found a way because reds are back, and also the greens made you horny.
Yeah,
you took 6 or 7 green M&Ms. You were ready. Your cock was fucking like a rock, and
that was
ready
like
to stick it in some cancer-ridden gal who ate too many reds, and then you had a green, so your cock could go into her cancer vagina.
And 30 years later, I hate to tell you, but all M&Ms cause cancer.
Yeah, I know. Right? That's the thing now.
Oh, you mean there sugar in the red M&M?
I'm sure they weren't good for anybody. But anyway, so those are your top. Here's your top 5. Here's your top 5, everybody. Your top 5. If you go out this year and people give you anything less than these, you throw an egg at their house. So that's what we used to do. You used to like to egg their house. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup number 1, M&M number 2, Snickers number 3. And that is just